Even though hundreds of women are rescued from the evil clutches of flesh trade, they run the risk of returning back to the dark world of sexual exploitation in absence of alternate livelihood opportunities. In an attempt to prevent this situation, Goa-based NGO Anyay Rahit Zindagi or ARZ is working towards rehabilitation of women rescued from sex trade with support from Good Samaritans. It has now set up a production facility for paper products like tissue papers, toilet rolls, and paper bags run by these rescued women to help them lead a dignified life. Uncovering India presents their story of redemption. ये जो आप काम कर रहे हैं, ये टिश्यू पेपर आप बना रहे हैं, ये टॉयलेट पेपर, टॉयलेट रोल बना रहे हैं, तो जो आपका आगे की ज़िंदगी था और जो अभी आप कर रहे हैं, इसमें क्या कितना फ़र्क दिखता है आपको?
यहाँ पे टाइमिंग अच्छा है और सेफ है और सिर्फ लड़की लोग हैं यहाँ पे, कोई लड़के वगैरह नहीं है। और हम लोग का कुछ प्रॉब्लम भी रहता है तो मैम जूलियाना हेल्प करती है और यहाँ पे टाइमिंग भी अच्छा है और पेमेंट भी अच्छा है
और काम में भी इज्जत है।
काम में भी
बहुत इज्जत है,
इंटरेस्ट भी है।
तो ये जो आप तो इन सब चीज़ों का आपको पहले कोई ऐसा कोई ट्रेनिंग ऐसा नहीं था आपके पास, तो ये सीखने के लिए आपने कैसा ट्रेनिंग लिया, कैसे सीखा आपने?
एक सर आया था सिखाने के लिए,
मिशन का सर आया था सर, वो सिखाया हम लोग के 1 महीना
1 मंथ ट्रेनिंग था।
तो आप लोग जो सीखा, आप लोगों को कोई मुश्किल आया? ये तो एकदम नया काम है, कभी आप लोगों ने किया नहीं है।
पहला थोड़ा मिशन, वो मिशन बहुत है सर,
वो मशीन मुश्किल है।
ये तो थोड़ा आसान है सर।
पेपर बैग वगैरह बनाने का, इस टॉयलेट पेपर रोल का ये उतना मुश्किल नहीं है और वो भी इजी है टिश्यू पेपर का।
तो ये करते वक्त आपको अभी मज़ा आ रहा है, अच्छा लग रहा है आप लोग आप जो कर रहे हैं?
अच्छा लगता है।
थोड़ा वजन भी पड़ता ना सर,
कभी ये जो रोल उठाते तो थोड़ा हैवी लगता है, बट इंटरेस्ट है काम करने के लिए। सब लोग मिलजुल के भी करते हैं, जल्दी भी हो जाता है।
तो आगे चल के आप ये सीख के आप क्या करना चाहते हैं?
वो आगे का तो कुछ सोचा नहीं, बट फिलहाल हम लोग यहाँ पे ही फिक्स रहने का सोचे।
Coming from a very different world altogether, it was not easy for these women to suddenly transform themselves into getting into production work. But with their steely resolve and support from the NGO, these women undertook rigorous training and today are in a position to run a machine that will produce paper products which will be sold in the market. थोड़ा आपके काम के बारे में बताइए, ये कब सीखा आपने ये करना और कैसा लग रहा है?
1 महीना हो गया सीख के, एक हफ्ता में सीखा है। सोनिया कैसे सिखाया है मशीन का बारे में।
तो ये आपको कैसा लग रहा है ये करके? आपको जो आपने जो देखा है पहले अपनी ज़िंदगी आपने जो देखी है और अभी जो आप कर रहे हो, इसमें कितना आपको फ़र्क लगता है?
अभी का तो अभी का पहले से फ़र्क अभी का अच्छा लगता है, जो पेपर बैग में सीखने मिला और इसमें हम लोग को अच्छा भी लगता है। इसमें सेफ्टी भी ज़्यादा है, काम करने के लिए भी अच्छा लगता है।
तो आपको लगता है कि ये काम आप सीख के आपके आगे कुछ काम आएगा?
काम आएगा, यूज़फुल है हम लोग के लिए। आगे किधर भी कौन सी भी कंपनी में हम लोग काम कर सकते हैं, इसके लिए हम लोग को यूज़फुल है। लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने के लिए किसके ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं होने का, हम लोग ऊपर डिपेंड होके हम लोग कर सकते हैं। जहाँ कहाँ भी जाके भी हम लोग काम सीख सकते हैं।
अभी ये इधर हम लोग काम करने को आए सर, इधर से हम लोग को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। अभी हम लोग किसी का ऊपर हम लोग को सहारा नहीं है, हमारा खुद का मेहनत से हम लोग कमा रहे हैं। ये हमारा कंपनी आगे जाने दो बोल के हम लोग इधर आके काम कर रहे हैं, मेहनत करके काम करके खा रहे हैं।
तो आप ये कैसे सीखा आपने ये काम? आपको तो ये पहले पता नहीं था, आता नहीं था, तो आपने कैसे सीखा? आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम आया सीखते वक्त?
सीखने का टाइम थोड़ा समझता था नहीं सर, ये सब हम लोग को मशीन चलाने का मालूम नहीं आता। थोड़ा थोड़ा करके सर ने हमको सिखाया है। एक सर आया था, वो सर ने हमको दिखाया है, सिखा के वो लोग ने बोला ऐसा डालने का, ऐसा निकालने का, ऐसा मशीन चलाने का बोल के सिखाया। 8 दिन 10 दिन में हम लोग थोड़ा सीखा है इसका अंदर। इसका ऊपर से हमारा रोजी रोटी चलता है। हमारा आगे भी यही हमारे लिए जिंदगी के लिए है काम, इसी का ऊपर हम लोग चलाते हैं।
One thing is for certain that these women already feel that they are heading towards living a more dignified life, and certainly they don't want to go back to the dark worlds of sexual exploitation. They want to learn the skill and ensure that they progress in life by making this plant successful.
किन का मशीन है और यहाँ पे टिश्यू बनता है।
पीसीयू मतलब पेपर नैपकिन बनता है,
हाँ पेपर
टिश्यू पेपर। तो ये सीखने में आपको कितना टाइम लगा, कैसा मेहनत गया आपको सीखने में?
हमारा बहुत मेहनत गया सीखने को, थोड़ा टाइम लगा, लेकिन थोड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं, उतना नहीं सीख पाया। अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा हम लोग सीख रहे हैं।
तो ये सीख के आपको लगता है कि आपको आगे वाली ज़िंदगी में आपको अच्छा रहेगा, आपको फ़र्क पड़ेगा?
अच्छा रहेगा सर, आगे वाला फ्यूचर भी अच्छा रहेगा हम लोग का, और आने वाला ये भी अच्छा रहेगा ये काम करने से।
तो ये सीख के आप आगे क्या करना चाहते हो? आप आगे चल के क्या खुद का कुछ शुरू करोगे या यहीं पे आप करना चाहोगे?
अगर अच्छा कंपनी चलेगा तो हम लोग यहीं पे काम करेगा ना सर, और क्यों बात है।
WISH, the full form is Women Initiative for Self-Help. It's an initiative of ours NGO, where women who have faced violence from sexual abuse and commercial sexual exploitation are provided with a livelihood option. Out here, the women are provided counseling services also to enable them to overcome the trauma that they have faced and to empower them psychologically. Okay, so this initiative is one whereby we're looking at psychological empowerment of victims of sexual violence as well as economic empowerment of victims of sexual violence. Now, when we talk about economic empowerment, this initiative of paper products production, it is going to produce, we have machineries which are going to produce toilet roll, paper napkins and various sizes of paper bags. What we are looking for at WISH is for the public, okay, the corporates, governments to come forth and to participate in this economic alternative by placing order and seeing how they can contribute in seeing how victims, they are prevented from being commercially sexually exploited. Those who are there, who are rescued, they are provided with an economic alternative, as well as seeing how when they buy the products, then only can this factory run, this unit run. So we look forth for support from members of from civil society, corporates and government, and seeing how they can participate in this economic alternative, because only if their support is there can this unit run. We have seen how in Swift Wash, when there was participation, there was public-private partnership, we sustained for 15 years. Now we are looking for support, the same support, so that this new business initiative too can last and provide economic livelihood to members who have been commercially sexually exploited and are victims of sexual violence.
So when you are talking about PPP model, you have government of Goa involved in this project?
Presently, we had the director of Women and Child, who has said that she will provide support in whichever way she can. We look forth from various other departments, whoever are there, from the tourism sector, okay, from the corporates, if they can place order, if the government from the printing press or any of the department can place order for paper envelopes, because we have machines for paper envelopes, we have machines for various type of paper products. They can place the order and surely it will run. So presently no one has given a commitment, but everybody has said that they would do.
So this end product that you are making here, how are you going to sell them? You have a retail outlet, or how are you marketing it?
So what we are looking at is, right now we have passed the word around and we are looking for people to come forth and buy this. Okay, we have spoken to few persons who have shown interest. So we look forth for support from each one of them to buy our products, because the quality is there. It is equal as any other products that are there in the market.
So this project that you have started, you had a switch which was automated laundry. Now you have come out with this wish for paper bags and paper products. So how do you see this expansion rather?
This is in fact extension of what we were doing at Swiftwash. Here also we continue to provide economic rehabilitation to victims of sex trafficking. But here also what we are doing, that whatever we have learned from Swiftwash, that we are trying to implement. In Swiftwash it was a service industry, so therefore there was a lot of pressure on the employees to deliver the work on time. Here it is going to be production, so that much pressure is not going to be, and therefore it will cause less stress on the victim who are already suffering because of trauma and depression because of the abuse that is caused. So that is one. The second thing is during when Swiftwash we were dependent on few clients for our order, but now here because of the products we are producing, we can now the general public also can participate in contributing towards economic rehabilitation of victims by buying their products. Also through this the products, we are also trying to send a message to the general public that child sexual abuse should not be there, sexual violence should be stopped, and nobody should buy sex.
So how do you think Switch was initially a game changer, but then COVID came and there was an uncertainty. Now this kind of product that you are making, do you think that can tackle with the uncertainty factor if suppose something comes in, again a pandemic surges, there you were dependent completely on one department or few such hospitality segments to give you support. Do you think that gets negated here, or you have broadened your horizon or something?
Very true. So, Swiftwash was a game changer, because in 2006 when we started Swiftwash, there was no such initiative, non-shelter based rehabilitation for the victims of sex trafficking. So it was a game changer, and at that time dependence on few the clients did help us focusing on rehabilitation. But COVID has taught us a lesson that depending on few clients, can be negative sometimes. Here depending on general public, there we find there is less risk what we faced as laundry.
So what do you see as a long-term, you can say the long-term the vision for this particular unit? How do you think this will, what are your plans like?
See, we have initiated this, and we have initiated this based on the request of the victims of starting something again for their rehabilitation, for something for alternative livelihood. We have a long list of victims who are looking for alternative livelihood. What we are seeing that from this unit generate more and more jobs for these girls. If the income is more, we can employ more girls, and the income is completely dependent on the public. If they buy our products, we'll have more and more income, and we can employ more girls. Here the capacity of production is very high. In a day we can produce around 2,000 to 3,000 toilet rolls and similar number of napkin tissues.
And paper bags?
And paper bags equally we can do 100 to 150 kgs. So the capacity is huge. Only thing is that we want support for the market. If we have a market, if we are able to sell, we can employ 25, 30, 50 girls at this unit.
Ars Goa had earlier set up a mechanized laundry named Swift Wash for the women rescued from sex trade. Unfortunately, it had to be shut down due to lack of orders during COVID. Now, the NGO has once again started a new facility for commercial rehabilitation of these women rescued from sex trade. Uncovering India wishes the new initiative of Ars Goa all the best and hopes that people at large purchase their products in large numbers and make the lives of these women successful, because no noble deed can be possible without public participation, as everything needs money.